Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. What can I say? There was an article in the Independent website which stated, "This is the sequel you've been looking for," and they couldn't be more right. From beginning to end, it's an epic movie. It's just beautiful. It's beautifully done. Interesting characters, interesting plot, interesting action, top of the notch CGI. You could always sense like it was real, like the depth of which everything was done was so massive, so good. Since this is a non-spoiler talk, I can't really get into any details. I'll probably I'll record a spoiler talk because this needs to be said. Saying that I have this was a beautiful movie doesn't mean I don't have my issues with it. There are a few. There is no such thing as a perfect movie. And first of all, it was a little bit rushed. I don't know if that's the term I should use, but the story was a little cramped together. You know, it was basically things were moving a little too fast. Some things were left unexplained or not explained entirely well. You could only catch a glimpse and get some mild information from it, but over and all, it was an experience like none other. I didn't grow up with Star Wars. When I was born, Star Wars had already been released, all of them, all of the fourth, the fifth, and the sixth movie, and basically the first Star Wars movie I watched was Episode 1, so I didn't get a good start. Although I liked it at the time, I was just a 7-year-old kid, and it was only later that I watched the first movies, and I just got the glimpse of the soul, the energy that the movie had, the acting, everything, and having those thoughts and reliving them yesterday when I watched the movie, it was just amazing. I cried, I laughed, I cringed, I was angry. Those of you who have watched the movie know why I'm angry and what was the worst moment in like not the worst but the heaviest, the most heartbreaking moment in that movie. But man, without, like, even though it has its issues, it was just the first movie, and I know why they did it. They did it because they will have 2 more movies who just expand on what was said on the first movie of the episode 7, and everything will come in place. I loved seeing Harrison Ford. I loved seeing Mark Hamill. I loved seeing the new characters. I loved the BB-8 droid. It was simply perfect. I loved every part of it, even though it does have some minor issues. Yes, of course. Some things maybe could have been better. The twist. I know many of you have a pretty good idea what's going to happen, what the plot will be, or who will be what. Don't get into many conclusions because it was a very good twist, and I was like, nice one, nicely done. It was done perfectly. Maybe there were a little bit, like 2 or 3 comic moments more than it should have, but every fucking comical moment was done perfectly. It was so well placed. We laughed. The whole cinema like just burst out laughing several times. It was it was amazing. I don't have anything more to say. I was just blown away. If you haven't watched this movie, go fucking watch it. You should. No, you shouldn't. You must. It is your obligation to watch this movie. It is your sole duty now to go to the cinema and watch this movie. You have to. It's just that good. This was one of the movies that lived up to its hype. You know, many movies don't live up to their hype even by little. I can list some, like, okay, I can't list some, but there, there one, like Fantastic Four, for instance, the new one. It was a hype, right? Come on. I just hope one thing. I just hope for one thing. I want all of the movies that will come out next year and the years after that to live up to their hype, because there are a lot of movies, a lot of hype. Everything should be done as Star Wars did. They revived the series. They included things that nobody thought would. They done it perfectly. They entertained. They did it well. That's how you should do a movie revival, a series franchise revival. This is how you do it. I give it, this movie, I'm going to give a score. I'm going to use the 5-star scores. I give it 4.5, 4.5 stars out of 5. The half star that I don't give is because it does have little issues that bugged me off, but none of those issues genuinely ruined any of my experience. It was just, for me, it could have been done a little bit better, or it could have been just like, you shouldn't do it. But those are very few moments. As I said, it was for the first movie of the franchise, for the revival and continuation of the story. This was the shit. This was basically it. I don't know how many times I said this movie is perfect, but I should count them. Maybe. No, I won't. I can't count to that much. Okay. If you have anything to add, you can add it in the comments, of course. I don't think I missed anything because this is a non-spoiler review. I'll be having an extensive talk in my next clip. If you like this review, go check out my other videos. Check out my spoiler review, which will be out very soon. And don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, and like. Please leave me your thoughts. If you want to participate in a discussion with me over Skype, over something else, just give me a shout out and we can do this together. We can talk about the movie, something else. I'm always here. Until then, I'll see you in a bit.